All right, so this is obviously an emergency video with the record liquidations that went on in the crypto market. If you're new to the channel, make sure you're subscribed, smash the like button, send this video to a friend that perhaps is going through what most of these traders have been dealing with the last 24 hours. I have been in crypto since 2016, and this is one of the most violent, aggressive liquidation events that I've ever seen. I think this is obviously worse than 3 Hours Capital, the FTX collapse. Pretty much any kind of liquidation other than obviously when Bitcoin dropped 40% in basically a day. But altcoins crashed. Literally a lot of them crashed to zero in seconds. And one of the reasons why this happened is we have something called oracles that give you the real price or the real-time price of the crypto asset. And I have a suspicion that maybe this was compromised in some sort of way to manipulate the price down to obviously liquidate all of these traders that were even in really, really low leverage positions. I know a lot of my friends got wiped out. A lot of people over the timeline have gotten wiped out. They're completely just done with crypto. And they have it's heartbreaking, honestly, to see, because a lot of these people have put in so many years and so much money and time and effort to, build up a portfolio or an investment portfolio to improve their life. That's why I got into crypto. And even the safest of traders get liquidated in events like this, because stop losses don't always save you when it comes to this aggressive type of price action. And so I think that we still have some fallout to see, and I'm curious to see the news, how they're going to cover this, because it looks really bad on all fronts. This is a horrible look from Binance in particular, because there's been a lot of suspicion that they've been kind of in bed with these market makers, specifically Wintermute. And, it just looks like this is a very coordinated attack to flush as much leverage and liquidity out of the market. Some could speculate that a lot of people were up, so much on unrealized profits and positions, or just altcoins. And so the one way that exchanges can avoid paying these people back is liquidating them out of their trades. Simultaneously, this is how exchanges make the most amount of money. It's not necessarily holding these assets that go up. It's making fees off of trading and liquidating leveraged traders. So, not to mention, it's really weird how the main narrative going around recently has been this whole Aster decentralized perpetuals exchange with, hidden dark pools where people can't see their trades, or just any kind of perpetuals trading in general. That's been the meta. All these decentralized exchanges have been going crazy with price action. So you're pretty much incentivizing all these traders to leverage trade to farm these airdrops. And then what is the odds that this price cascade happens because of this catastrophic failure? Again, very, very sad to see. And this is another reason why you should only put money onto an exchange or enter a trade with money that you can just pretty much assume is going to go to zero. And this happens to the best of us. I know this sucks, guys. I've been there before. This is not the first time that something like this has happened. I've gotten completely liquidated. One of my trades, full transparency, has gotten liquidated, but it was not as much. I luckily did deleverage a little bit, just because if you see my last videos, I felt like something has just been really weird and off with crypto. The price action has just been very questionable. And it's just always wise to have a plan for a bull case and a bear case. And when you consider where we are in the 4-year cycle, there's signs that point to both, and you need to not always have a bullish bias. You need to always prepare for what is going to hurt you the most. A lot of people get really, really greedy, and that's how the markets are designed. It's to manipulate you emotionally to make decisions. And a lot of people, most of the time, make very irrational decisions based on their emotion. And if you're somebody that lost everything or got liquidated, or you're confused and frustrated, everyone's going through this, and it's really important to not try to revenge trade and try to make it all back. I know that there's a hesitation to do that, and it's kind of a panic mode, but it's the worst time to trade and make decisions based off emotions. It's always good to take a step back and think about the plan that you have in mind, and know that there's always an opportunity to make everything back. Not everything is final, so never make permanent decisions based on a non-permanent event. And again, just you need to stay strong, come up with a plan, regroup, and know that you're not alone in these kinds of events. And it's very unfortunate and I'll be updating you guys with what I'm seeing in the markets and what I think could be playing out. So again, make sure you're subscribed and share this video with a friend to get it out, because I know a lot of people are going through this. And yeah, it's going to be okay. I will see you all soon. Bye.